Welcome to Homie Movies Rewind. This is the last episode in October, so we've got a fun, spooky one. This is 10 years ago today. It's the Dracula 1931 trailer, totally black and white. So let's take a look. Even the green title card is black and white. The titles are transparencies. But in the background, you can see there's the dining room.
I am
Chris, of course, I just painted the hair on, which is so great. And the eyebrows.
a moment ago.
This is like one of the longest shots ever. To date, this is probably the single longest shot in Homie Movies history, which just makes it so hard to get the timing right. When they're filming it, it's probably very easy, but when we're trying to mimic it and have it match up for the side-by-side, it's so hard. Faster shots are way easier.
Name brings to mind things.
Oh, this shot right there. That is the first shot in Homie Movies history that I was not present for, because that's Ben's house. He lived in a cool duplex that had this staircase, and we needed a staircase. My house obviously didn't have a staircase. So I asked him, like, can you shoot this one remotely? I think I was on, I don't know if we like FaceTimed, and so I could kind of see the setup, and I had to like entrust that the shot would be okay. I always was like so particular about the angles and the shots. Of course, he did an amazing job, and that's, I think, him rolling down the stairs, but it looked great. But I remember specifically, this is the first single shot in Homie Movies that I was not present for, and it looks amazing. He did all the the sandwich chair and the cobwebs and stuff. Rolling down the stairs slowly. Oh, there's Eden again.
A nightmare.
I'm doing the VO, of course. Oh, Ari.
Rats. Thousands.
He still jokes about this
Millions.
monologue to this day. I don't know, my character's just standing there. There's our bed. There's Chris doing great. Oh yeah, up to the to the attic and the staircase.
Lived on human blood.
Man, I love doing these old-timey VOs. It's my favorite. Oh, there's our bed again. What was so awesome about, okay, so like a shot like this, I was talking before about the color grading, which included like trying to match the color as best I could in camera, but then you like make it green for Matrix or make it like this and that. This was really fun because since it was black and white, we did not have to worry about color temperature. And color temperature is like, it's very bright blue for the sun, it's very warm and yellow for lamps, like this lamp in the background. But in a shot like this, we didn't have to worry about it. It's more like what's light and what's dark. That's it. So stuff that wouldn't have looked good in color at all, like this very yellow, dim lamp in our bedroom, looked totally fine. We didn't have to worry about it. Didn't have to put any other lights up. And the lights that we had that we would put up were daylight. They wouldn't have mixed with it. You know what I mean? So anyways, black and white is awesome. You don't have to worry about it. It just looks so good.
Dracula? What?
This is such a long shot too. Like these guys just had to rehearse it tons of times to get the timing right.
Norman, he made me drink.
Eating so good. Carrying that dummy. Like to thrill and chill you. Gosh, Chris looks so good as Bela Lugosi's Dracula. I love the dramatic lighting. Just here, all in the house. Pretty straightforward. Recreated by Homie Movies. Alright, so I guess that's the end of October. So this was supposed to be the end of the season. I had requested that I take an actual break. I asked Cinefix ahead of time, like I just need to take 2 months off. In the meantime, I had pitched and got the green light on another show, an animated show. So the plan was that I would take a little break and then come back and we would split my time between the animated show. It was called The Cutting Room. And it was going to be like movie parody scenes, but fully animated. And then every other week would be Homie Movies. That would give us 2 weeks to prep for and shoot Homie Movies while I was doing 2 weeks of the animated show. So that was about to debut in the new year. And then that was the plan. I had it all set. My producers, my contacts at Cinefix were all on board with this. And then the marketing guy, in the meantime, had made this deal with Fox for us to do this big Family Guy intro sequence. And I've been feeling good about the work that we did. We worked hard, and I'm like, I'm gonna take a month off, and then I have 1 full month to prep for the launch of the animated show and the new season of Homie Movies. And then he tells me like, no, we're doing this thing, it's in December, the beginning of December. I'm like, what are you talking about? No one told me this. Where did this come from? I'm off. This is like the first actual vacation. It was literally the first time I was really taking a proper break. And they're like, oh yeah, well, we told Fox we would do this Family Guy thing. I'm like, oh my God. So the next episode, there's going to be a skip here. I'm going to skip a few episodes because we did some clip shows, classic. We did top 10 impressions on homemade movies, and then we did the next week top 10 wigs on homemade movies, just fully clip shows. And then in December, it was the Family Guy episode. And so I basically had to cut my vacation short and the time I was spending on the new show to just come and shoot this Family Guy episode. So I'll talk more about it in December. You'll see it. It's amazing, and it was a big group effort, and Ben really stepped up and took control of all the pre-production. So that's happening on December 10th. It was 2013. That was sort of the big season finale, I guess, of season 2. So I'll see you then, and then we'll talk more about it.